Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. If you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. I'm probably going to change these readings up just a little bit, do something a little bit different with them after the first of the year. So just giving you a heads up. I can read them no matter how I decide to lay them out. So, here we go. I've shuffled very well. Let's find out what cards come out of the deck for you, for Capricorns. What do you need to know? What do you need to know for our Capricorns? Put that up there. Any advice? So, welcome from the universe for our Capricorns, please. Let's see what we got here. The overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. And, you know, your highest energy is the Three of Swords. So now, that tells me already... I'll start here, the Three of Pentacles. This is a black card, as you can see. This is like unwanted energy. It's either bickering, arguing, not seeing eye to eye about something, or it can be three's a crowd, okay? So this surrounds your entire reading. We need to find out why. Up here in your highest energy is the Three of Swords. Now, your heart is broken. If this is your reading, these are tears. The rain is tears. The swords just pierce the heart. And look, there's three of them. The overall energy, there's three of them. So I think that there is an energy around someone that you're close to that is tearing you apart somehow. So I just need to keep reading. Let's see where this goes. For Capricorns, I have the Magician right next to the Three of Swords and right above the Three of Pentacles. Now this is the card of intuition and knowing. Look at the infinity symbol is right above the head. And what this card is signifying, this is in your highest energy line, is that you know that you have all the tools to manifest whatever it is that you want in life. I think that you were hoping to manifest, that this was your manifestation. Maybe perhaps you did manifest this to come in, and perhaps we're just going through a valley, you know, right now in the relationship. Oh yeah, I think you did manifest this relationship. I'm looking at another card. Always look to see where the Magician's pointing. I have the Seven of Wands next to the Magician in your highest energy. So I feel like you're kind of blocking communication with someone right now. They really did hurt you. And I think that I feel like there's some anger involved with you. You're disappointed and angry about something. And it's like that you don't want to talk to them right now. Under the Three of Swords is the Fool. And the Fool's next to the Three of Pentacles. So the Fool, this is like living in the moment, throwing caution to the wind. Sometimes it's just taking a leap into a relationship without really knowing the person well enough to do that. It's very carefree and it's fun. But it's called the Fool because you find yourself at the edge of the cliff eventually. And that's where you're at, I think, with this Three of Swords and next to the Three of Pentacles. This is decision-making time for you. And you're starting to look forward. You're starting to think about your future. And not usually both parties do at the same time, okay? It's usually one or the other that wants to move forward when the other one does not. And it looks like it's you that wants to move forward because you're the one that's hurting. I have the Lovers next to the Three of Pentacles and under the Seven of Wands. Yes, I think they're a very, very strong soulmate. I think they were brought to you by your guardian angels and spirit guides. You might have been lovers in another life. This is the card for Gemini, by the way, so Gemini might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The Magician's pointing right at the lovers. I think you manifested this person to come in, and I feel like there's some trials and tribulations going on here. I think you jumped into this relationship, you manifested them in, you kind of started this relationship pretty fast, and they may have still had someone that they were attached to while this relationship was on its way. So let me keep reading. I have the Seven of Cups under the Fool. This is usually what you get when you're in the Fool's energy, is one of these cups. Because all these cups, they're very enticing for one reason or another. Cups are love in the tarot deck, but it's confusing. There's a lot of confusion associated with feelings and love when it comes to the Seven of Cups. And it's, like I said, I'll remind you, it's under the Fool's energy. So I feel like you're in a place of confusion. You think maybe you may have manifested someone that you're going to want to unmanifest. But let me keep reading. I have the Knight of Cups right next to the Seven of Cups and under the Three of Pentacles. I do believe they came in sincerely. I really do. I do believe that they had an energy attached to them still, though. Either they're going through a divorce, or they have a girlfriend, they're already seeing someone. It could be anything from a child, mother, brother, friend. Somebody here is attached to this person, which is making it difficult for them to, be in a solid and secure relationship with you, even though they enjoy your company very much. I have the Sun, though. See, they came in, and this is under the Lover's card. The Sun is my favorite card. This is the card for fresh starts, new beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. Now, as you notice, there is a child on that horse there. So there can be a child involved somehow. But the sun is shining here. And it's like when they came in, it felt like this was your manifestation. This was your blessing of the person that you wanted to come in. And I do think they are. I still think they are, even though you're going through something with them. And maybe you leaped in a little fast without really knowing all their circumstances. They probably should have told you if they didn't. Maybe they did, and you chose to, see if it'll work itself out. Let's just see what else comes up in these cards for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. Let's see what we got here. For Capricorns, what else do we need to know for this reading? If this reading does not resonate, and a lot of these won't resonate with everybody, but, take from them what you will, or maybe check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. These are general. Wow. Okay, so I have the Hangman up here next to the Seven of Wands. You've been spending time alone. You have been blocking them. I don't think you've been ready to talk to them. And I don't know where you are in this reading, but you do if it's your reading. So this is what I call the card of enlightenment. The head is all lit up, just hanging out, not really making any movement here, but you are being enlightened about some things, which is very helpful in moving forward in life, period. I have the Five of Cups next to the Hangman. You're very disappointed in love. Your cups feel like, they have been kicked over. You're like feeling like abandoned or disillusioned or disregarded in a way. But I call this the card of hope, because there's two full cups right behind that figure. And in turning around, there is still hope and love here. So, I have the Page of Wands next to the Five of Cups. And this is on the side of the hope and love. I think you will end up speaking with them, even if they're blocked now, that you will when you're ready. And because there's something that's brewing, and brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it's going to come out your mouth. And it's all about that wand of fresh starts and new beginnings. So you have questions, or there's something you want to declare or say. So eventually you will be speaking with this very, very strong soulmate. But it's like you're taking a break from them right now. It's like you're very disappointed in something here, and it has to do with the third energy. I have the Eight of Wands under the Hangman and right next to the Lovers. So this is all about communication. So the communication will start to come in, like I said before, and it will be back and forth. It's going to be about your relationship. It's going to be about the things that you are being enlightened about. And it's, it's going to be about your future. It's like, where do you see, like one of your questions could be, where do you see us in the future? Where do you see this relationship going? Where do you want it to go if it can go there? This is the Four of Wands, another very strong soulmate card. There's union between two people. There's lots of love. There's lots of joy. It's a far cry from the Fool, though, because this one is actually union. There's celebration. This can be a card of marriage. Now, do they see a path to marriage? Do they see that this relationship can last? Do they have the love that you need in this relationship? Are they willing to let this third energy stop influencing this relationship? I have the King of Swords right next to the Four of Wands and under the Page of Wands. Whatever it is you will still be on guard through this conversation. You're going to ask the questions you probably should have asked earlier before your heart got broken. But it's happening now, and you're seeking that truth and that clarity. So you're not going to budge until you get your answers to your questions. This is also Air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That gives us 2 for Gemini so far, if we're counting. But under the Eight of Wands, now we have the 10 of Wands, and that's right next to the Sun. So this conversation is going to be able to let you put down the heavy burden that you've been carrying about this relationship. There's no 11 of Wands. The 10 is strong as you can get, as heavy as you can get. And so you're going to start releasing these wands one by one or all at once. This conversation is going to help you do that. It's right next to the fresh start, new beginning with lots of love and lots of joy. So I feel like they do want to make this work. I have the Ace of Pentacles next to the 10 of Wands and under the 4 of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles, this is an offer. It's like an offer of commitment. And I think that's what you're after. You need some kind of groundedness, some type of commitment to move forward with this person. Look, there's one big pentacle here, not 3 little black ones. And so, in the end, we have the 6 of Swords under the King of Swords and next to the Ace of Pentacles. I think it looks like the two of you will come to this conclusion that let's see how it works out. Let's try to do this a little differently. Let's take it a little slower. And let's move away from these rocky waters. Let's put them behind us. And let's move forward to that much more calmer, more peaceful place. And let's be honest with each other. Look at all the swords there. It's like the more swords that you pick up, the further you can get across that lake. And that's where you want to go if you want to end up in a committed and long-term relationship with this very strong soulmate. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's take out an angel card. Take from it what you will. These angel cards, they can be very helpful. Oh, well, we'll take that one. Let's going to slide that in the deck, but it did not want to. It's the 10 of action. So, get my glasses on here. Let me read it. You're working too hard. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten your load so that you can take better care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. And I think that's what's happening here. Is you were doing all this work to try to, keep this relationship happy, when in actuality they weren't really doing their part. So after this conversation, I feel like they're going to know that this is a two-way relationship if they want to stay in it. And it's going to take the both of you to make this work. So, Capricorns, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.